Good morning, this is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at my Ruger EC9S, which is my daily carry firearm. I purchased this back in January of 2018, and while I like it, I don't love it. There are some great features about it, especially as maybe a first-time carry firearm for a person. It's lightweight, it's compact, it's thin, it's relatively inexpensive, or at least it was before spring of 2020. Low recoil with a great trigger. Now, what I don't like about it is the grip itself, the lack of aggressiveness on the grip texture, especially for a carry weapon. I really think it's important that you have something that's going to have a positive lockup, because you never know what kind of a situation or condition you're going to have to draw this firearm. Hopefully never, right? Something that's kind of a characteristic of Ruger semi-automatic polymer pistols that I've noticed is just the use of slick plastics. And while it's aesthetically pleasing, looks cool, it just doesn't really aid when it comes to actually firing the pistol. Now, I shoot this pistol relatively well most of the time. There's a couple flaws with the grip, though. The first of all is just a lack of any kind of grip texture on a good chunk, a good portion of the grip itself. And the texturing that you have is not very aggressive at all. There's a little bit of checkering going on there. The other problem is, while they try to make this pistol grip a little more compact, this recessed grip, it really doesn't make much contact with your hand. You can almost feel dead space between your palm and the grip itself when you're gripping the firearm. And so the good friends at HandleItGunGrips.com, make sure I got that right. Yep. Handle It Grips. They contacted me and asked me if I would be interested in testing out some of their grip wraps. Okay. These are kind of like an overmolded grip wrap that you stick on your firearm. They make a rubberized texture and also a sandpaper style texture that you can get. I've got the rubberized texture that we're going to test out. So I'm going to begin the procedure of installing this grip over the pistol grip on my EC9S, and then once I'm done, I'll show it off when it's finished. And then we're going to take it to the range, and we're going to see if I notice a whole lot of difference with it when it's actually in my hand. I mean, just having more surface area with more aggressive of a texture on there, I think it's definitely going to help. And if you're somebody that has larger hands, having that area filled out a little bit, I think might also help you too with more contact area and a overall beefier grip. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this prepped, and we will get this little overmold installed. And by the way, while I'm not being paid for this review, I did get this overmolded grip and several others sent to me by Handle It Grips, and they do have a code over there. If you use the code 2A4LIFE over at HandleItGunGrips.com, you will get free shipping on your order. Now, this one costs, I believe, like $15.29. The prices vary between $15 to $17. They may be a little bit more depending on the firearm that you're purchasing it for, just to let you know. But it is a veteran-founded, veteran-run company, and I think it's something that we should definitely support. So let's go ahead and see what we can do for this EC9S. Okay, so I just want to make the best use of the lighting possible. I just want to show you what this is going to look like when you start to test fit it. I have not taken off the adhesive backing yet, so you can see the grip texture. And you're going to want to make sure that you have a good idea as to where you want to start it. You want to make sure you don't press it down completely when you first install it. The cut is actually, when you really focus on where you're sticking it, the cut is going to be pretty much spot on. It's going to be basically perfect. I don't think you really have to worry. One of the most important things is to make sure that you don't cover up the magazine release button or the other side where that button is going to press out. And we'll go ahead and prep this with the alcohol pad and start to apply. So I'm actually going to apply this off camera just because I need to be able to see as much of it as possible without a camera in the way. But I did just want to show it to you. Now, once you take off the backing and you start to stick it on there after you've used the alcohol prep pad on it, you're going to grip it, hold on to it, and then you're going to heat it less than 130 degrees with a hairdryer or some sort of a heating source. And then you're going to remold it in your hands again, grip it, and repeat that process 2 to 3 times according to the instruction manual. And after that, you should have a fairly well molded grip that's going to be sticking. And before I forget, they do give you complete instructions. They do give you the alcohol prep pad that you're going to use to wipe off the grip. And then also, this is your rear back strap, so you do have a rear component also. I'm going to put this on after I put the main grip on, just in case I need to trim this down. But they do give you the part that's going to go over the slick part of the back, which is definitely what I was looking for with increasing the area of purchase on this firearm. Okay, so we are back, so let's just go ahead and take a look at this. The crazy thing about it is the way the texture is and just the overall color, it basically matches the frame of the EC9S perfectly. You can see how it matches the contours. Installation tips, obviously make sure you wipe everything down with the alcohol cotton or the alcohol pad before you install it. Oh, I guess I got to do the back strap yet. We'll do that here in just a little bit. Really take your time and work into the curves and all the different areas of the grip so that you get all the air bubbles out. I discovered an air bubble in the front here a little bit late, but I was able to work that out with the hair dryer. Also on the back, this little area right here wanted to kind of open up. So just by pressing it down a couple times and heating it, it's now stuck. It's not going to go anywhere. All the sharp edges, everything's molded and covered. And the overall feel is way better than it was before. Obviously, like I said, I don't have the back strap installed yet, but we'll put that on here in just a minute. The whole key for me was to make sure that I was not covering up that magazine release, because if you cover it, the grip is not going to fit properly. So that was the focus point when I was installing the grip. Now, unfortunately, it did mean that as I wrapped it around and installed it, I'm off just a little tiny bit, maybe about a 1/4 inch on the right side. Does not cover up the magazine release at all. Okay, nothing catches. And even if it did, I could just use a little razor blade and just snip that off if I had to. It's really not a big deal. But I mean, overall, the grip texture is way better than it was before. I'd like to try the sandpaper one too, but this pebble grip, it really does offer some positive lockup in your hand. Like it's not going to rub your skin raw, okay, kind of aggressive. It's not like, say, a Taurus G3 or G3C kind of aggressiveness, but you do feel it lock into your skin and it does not want to move. So it's a really, really nice kind of texture for that kind of application. It's not overly aggressive to the touch, but it does do what it's supposed to do, which is lock it into your hand. So I'm going to go and install the back strap on here, and then we're going to go and just take it out, put a few rounds down the range, and just see if it feels any better than it did before, because I fired this enough to know how it feels. Especially if my hands are sweaty or there's any kind of moisture on the grip at all, it just would not stay in the hand securely, especially for rapid fire. But overall, yeah, just take your time when you install it. Make sure you got a hairdryer handy. 2 or 3 times you want to heat it and just work the grip into the textures on the firearm. Do that a couple times and you're basically all set. So I'm fine with the way that it is right now. I think it's going to work out just fine. There's no bubbles in it. There's no loose edges hanging off. There's no corners peeling. So Handle It Grips, you guys did a pretty cool job with it. Remember, that's 2-Way for Life is a code that you want to use for free shipping. All right, so let's go ahead and put a few rounds down range. Okay, we got the Handle It Grips installed. Let's see if we notice much of a difference when we're shooting it. We'll see how well the gun stays planted in our hands. All right, here we go. Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Definitely no movement. Let's run it with the extended mag and see if it shoots even better. Okay, one thing I really like about it is this extra grip surface right here, especially if you have the thumbs forward holding technique. I got, nice real estate to put both thumbs on. I get a little bit of grip on the whole hand all the way around, especially on the opposite hand. Much more traction than what we had before. I do like it, and it's a little muggy out and humid out this morning, and the gun is not sliding around in my hands at all. All right, one-handed shooting, here we go. Not bad, not bad. It definitely did not move at all. In fact, every time I took a shot, I felt it getting more and more planted in my palm as the recoil would kick in. So like I said, it's a positive locking grip texture, but it's not aggressive. It's really nice. All right, not bad. All right, so final analysis. For $15.29, it's pretty hard to beat the grip enhancement that you get out of this. I recommend you try it. They're very easy to install, and I did notice a tremendous difference once I got done, especially on a gun like this Ruger where there's all this slick plastic and stuff like that. I think it's definitely worth the investment. So HandleItGunGrips.com is where you're going to find these. And Handle It Grips, I want to thank you guys for sending me this set to test out. I've got others for other pistols that we'll be trying it out on too. But guys, if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You can also find me over on Gunstreamer, YouTube, and GunTube.org. A lot more content coming your way, so make sure you like and subscribe. Mash that bell. And make sure you check out my podcast called Caliber Corner, which we do Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. Central Time. We just talk guns and ammo. It's a good time. But that's it, guys. In the meantime, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. Take care. All right. Bye-bye.